Language diversity intuitively refers to how ideas are expressed differently across languages, sometimes more concisely in one language than in another. For example, the English basic color terms blue and green are expressed in Italian by 3 basic terms, with verde equivalent to the English green, but blue expressed by either blue or azzurro, depending on the context. In Breton, instead, there's only one term that is used for the entire blue-green color range. Color terms are well known to be diverse across languages, and so are family relationships. One example are the words aunt and uncle. These have equivalents in Italian, but the Navajo language structures this lexical domain in a completely different way. There are no Navajo words meaning aunt or uncle. Rather, there are more specific words to distinguish between the mother's brother and the mother's sister. On the father's side, there is only one word, designating the father's sibling. This example shows that when translating text between English and Navajo, terms for family relationships have to be translated very carefully. Such cases of lexical diversity, where cross-lingual differences appear on the level of words, are in the center of our research. We aim to develop large-scale multilingual resources that represent both what is shared among the lexicons of languages and what distinguishes them. We provide tools through which diversity can be modeled, visualized, and understood, but also downloaded to be used in computational applications. Our central integrating resource is the Universal Knowledge Core, a database on lexical diversity, currently for more than 2.5 million word senses in more than 1,000 languages. The website of the database that you are seeing now provides exploration and visualization tools, download facilities to allow the reuse of data, and it hosts related projects and services. The map is showing the lexicons contained in the database and their sizes. You can look for a word in any language, such as blue in English, and see its existing meanings. You can explore a meaning cross-lingually. The map is showing the lexicons that contain a word for blue, and I can click on one to switch the current language, such as Hungarian, where the equivalent word is kék, and back to English. The black dots on the map show the languages where blue is a lexical gap. There is no separate word for it because, for example, a common word is used for green and blue. You can explore the entire color domain through the interactive concept graph and discover that many color names are gaps in English, such as the one that designates the entire blue-green color range. There is no such word in English, but it exists in many Amerindian languages, among others. So, the database also provides linguistic evidence for non-existent words, which has many computational uses. For example, a machine translation system can be informed that words such as blue or uncle have no equivalents in the target language, so a close but semantically correct word will need to be used instead. The site also offers several visualization tools, all computed from Universal Knowledge Core data. This one is showing cognate clusters that demonstrate how universal a word is among the languages of the world. You can see that fish is lexicalized in diverse ways, while more recently acquired words, such as coffee, tend to be universal. The 8 million cognate relationships in the database constitute an additional sense-level interlingual layer beyond concept-level equivalents usually provided by lexical databases. There's a tool that lets you explore some remarkable co-lexifications, showing languages that, for example, use the same word for the sun and the moon, or the same word for blue and green. There's a Graph Explorer tool that can display lexically very diverse domains, such as colors of family relationships, and compare how languages lexicalize it, showing both words and lexical gaps. Here you are seeing the concept graph on aunt and uncle relations as lexicalized in English. Beyond the words aunt and uncle, More specific concepts such as father, sister are lexical gaps in English. The case of Navajo, as we have seen earlier, is very different. Here, aunt and uncle are gaps, while other concepts are lexicalized. There are also tools that display lexical similarities for hundreds of languages, where you can immediately see which languages have similar vocabularies. While this data correlates to some extent with language families, other factors, such as borrowings due to geographic proximity, also play a major role, such as in the case of English and French. Such contemporary similarity data can be useful in predicting the performance of cross-lingual applications over specific language pairs, such as cross-lingual transfer or bilingual lexicon induction. Our diversity-related lexical data is the result of several projects, described on dedicated project pages and published in separate papers. A growing number of downstream applications in cognitive science, linguistics, and computer science are exploiting our data. Cross-lingual projects concern the interconnectedness of languages, producing or exploiting resources across tens or hundreds of languages, such as automatically computed metonymy relations, cognates, morphological analysis, or lexical gaps. Language-specific initiatives instead concentrate on single languages or regions, such as our ongoing projects on Indian and Arabic languages. These projects are led by local language experts, are owned locally, and have their dedicated databases and websites. We aim to offer the data produced by our projects to various communities of researchers, as well as to the general public. We have put online a data catalog called Live Language, where all the diversity-related data in the database is being made available for download. The raw data from each of our projects are all accessible from here. However, a major added value of Live Language is that the various datasets are also available integrated into rich monolingual and multilingual lexicons. We are actively looking for collaborators all over the world to take on language-specific or regional initiatives. To support such efforts, we are happy to make our tools and methodologies available to our collaborators in the framework of the Data Ciencia initiative.